us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue, you did it right, but some comes Mr. Night, creeping over, now his hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky, so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
You like it?
Hello, everybody. The Network's EFT Review Show will be beginning in 1 minute, so if you haven't taken your seat, please do.
good is it to be back in Edinburgh? So good, right? It feels so good. And boy, do we have a show for you. So we're going to be learning what the network delegates have been up to over the past few days. Everything from industry speed dating, chatting to your favourite soap stars off the telly box, and finding out how TV really can change the world. But before we get into all of that, here are some industry pros talking about their tips for surviving this really crazy world of TV.
We're here in sunny Edinburgh for the TV Festival. As newbies to the industry, we're looking to compile the ultimate survival guide to working in TV. We used our all-access passes to head into the EICC and pick up some top tips from industry professionals about navigating the wild terrain of TV.
One thing I couldn't live without in television is definitely my morning coffee. I don't function without it.
Teamwork. It's absolutely the people you work with that make it worthwhile every day.
Spreadsheets. A functioning final draft license.
My trusted notepads.
Comfortable shoes.
I say my phone.
It's always about comfortable shoes.
So when I'm on Instagram or on Daily Mail, I'm doing it for work, which is great.
Perseverance is absolutely crucial.
Always be positive.
Sense of self.
Tenacity and kindness.
Stubbornness.
Resilience.
Creativity.
And just have fun.
I think the biggest mistake I've made in TV is missing flights. I've only done it twice, but I certainly, when I was a bit younger in my career, thinking that you could burn the candle at both ends.
I didn't know how to make a cup of tea properly at that point.
I did actually send Dustin Hoffman to the wrong restaurant. I did, yeah.
I put the tea bag and the milk in the teapot at the same time.
Oh.
I think before, like, meeting an MP, spilled like some black coffee all over my shirt.
I booked a guest that I thought was for something, and they were actually opposed to something.
And I had to run down the street and get another shirt.
Comms people don't make mistakes. Or if we do, you'll never know about it. So we can't tell you.
We give a firm no comment to that.
So what have we learned? Do remember to have your morning coffee. Don't take Dustin Hoffman to the wrong restaurant. But always be tenacious and kind.
How good were those tips? Such good tips, but it doesn't stop there. We're going to ask some TV professionals in the audience what are their top tips for surviving the industry. Starting with you, Chris.
My top tip would be never feel guilty about taking a break, because workload can be hectic and stressful, so you need to take a break for your mental health. But also, as a sort of writer or script editor or producer, I think sometimes your best ideas come when you're taking a break and you take a step outside of things and just relax.
Oh, thank you, Chris. James.
I think just being very inquisitive, never afraid to ask questions, and understand people. I think that'd be mine.
Love it. Yes, thank you, James. And Phoebe.
Yeah, I would say always take a backup alarm clock so you don't sleep in. Never late for a shoot, always on time, always looks good.
Amazing. Do you guys feel better prepared for the industry now? Yes, thank you. Okay. Okay, I want you guys to feel really excited and really, really buzzed. So, I want you to give me a whoop whoop. I feel like you can do better than that. Okay, so how about this? We're going to play this sound. And when you hear this sound, you have to give me a whoop whoop, okay? Yes, and that's going to crop up at any point, so make sure you're ready. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been to a lot of fringe shows in the past week, and I've got to say, I've not been impressed by the standard of the jokes. Would you believe that this is the joke that won Best Joke of the Festival? I went to the supermarket to get spaghetti, but there was a woman standing in the way, so I couldn't get past her. Yeah, do you get it now? It's not even that good, yeah. I didn't get the joke at first, but then the penne drops. I know, guys, come to my fringe show. That doesn't exist. Now, who here loves a bit of showbiz gossip? Okay, you're in the right place, because I'm just as nosy as you. You're going to love this next item. We're going to have a peek behind the scenes and find out what the studio production team have been up to.
At the network so far has been fantastic. I am doing something that I was scared of doing whenever the workshop leaders presented the task to me. I was like, how on earth are we going to achieve this? But we've managed to pull together, work really fast, and produce something which I'm really proud of.
So look, working on the live stream has been great. Getting to use the cameras for the first time. I can't wait to see where this experience takes me in the future, and I'm looking forward to what comes next.
I've enjoyed today because we've had a lot of support all around us in terms of we've got so many hard tasks to do, but we're all sort of working together. We can all turn to each other for support.
How fun was that? So fun. I bet you thought that you were going to be part of that. Like, it's amazing. So I've got something really fun. Do you fancy a little game? Yeah. Okay, we call this yes or no. The rules are very simple. I'm going to ask you some questions, and if the answer is yes, then I want to see your hands up, and then maybe some of you will get some sweets. Okay. So, who knows what talent they would do on Britain's Got Talent? I'll let you guys in a secret. I'm a pro at juggling oranges. Would you like to see a demonstration? Yes. Of course. Okay, here we go. I've been doing this since I was 4. Right, here we go. I'm obviously lying. Does anyone want an orange? 5 a day? Keeps the doctor away? Anyone? Oh, there we go. I hope it's really heavy, so be careful. Here you go. Oh, well caught! Okay, so are you ready to play yes or no? Yes. Who has networked with someone at the festival? Yes. Okay. Who got way too drunk at a free bar at a networking event? Yes. And who has a weird TV crush? Oh, stop it, you all do have one. Who? I'm going to come to you. Who is it?
Oh, it is Steve Buscemi when he was in Sopranos.
Oh, fine. He's fit. That's fine. Anyone else? Okay, here.
Tom Jones.
Oh, sex bomb. Yeah, he's really fit. Mine, I have a confession. Mine is Jake Wood, a.k.a. He's so fit, isn't he? I'm sorry, sexiest baked bean in the world. So fit. And who is in a loving relationship right now? Oh, I love that for you all. And whose significant other is their TV career? Yeah, but that's a bit of all of us, isn't it? You guys are all walking red flags. I wouldn't want to see you on first dates. I've actually heard that some of our team have been on a few fest dates with festival goers, so let's see if they can fare any better.
We're really excited to be here today with the Network for Edinburgh TV Festival.
The Network is an entry-level scheme for those hoping to break into the industry. We want to know everything about those who work in TV.
And what better way to do that than take them on a little speed date?
I think the best quality is hard work, enthusiasm, and loads of ideas.
Resilience,
It's really hard when 200 people apply for one job.
Have fun. I think we're incredibly privileged to work in this industry, and I know it can be really hard sometimes and you face a lot of rejection, but have fun, because I speak to so many people in other industries and we're really lucky to be doing this job, so just enjoy every minute.
I think you absolutely have to be passionate about the genre you want to work in. So, you know, if you want to get into drama, know everything about that particular genre, become the biggest expert.
I would date Drag Race. And I say that with slight fear because I think, oh God, what would I be in for? But I think that's probably why I would date it, because actually it's a bit of a roller coaster ride.
Succession, that's a bad one. It's really bad.
Saturday Night Takeaway. Whatever that means.
Even though I'm a factual TV producer, my date would have to be a big comedy show. I mean, right now I'd say I'd want to date Breaking Bad.
I would date Mad Men because it's stylish, it's classy, lots of cocktails, and lots of episodes. So, you know, maybe it will develop into a marriage.
If I could date a TV show, Married at First Sight.
We've had a great time speed dating everyone at Edinburgh TV Festival.
Who would you take on a TV Fest date?
So what do we think? It's good, right? Have we got our eyes on any potential Fest dates? I know I certainly do, but a lady never kisses and tells. Now, no strangers to the odd romance. I know a TV show that is full of crazy relationships, and we have some very special guests in the building today, all the way from a little village you might have heard of. Hollyoaks. Please give a big cheer and a very warm welcome to Hollyoaks locals Matthew Bailey, Lily Best, and Hayisha Mystery. Welcome to Edinburgh. You having a good time?
Yeah, great.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Be nice to explore.
Have you had any deep fried Mars bars yet?
No, but I will be later.
Yes, and some
100%.
iron brew.
4 bottles of the glass iron brew. Was obsessed with it.
Wow. Yeah, but it's addictive, I get it.
Super addictive.
It's so good, it's so good. Well, welcome. For those of us who are in this room and haven't had the pleasure of joining the script writers this week, could you give us a quick rundown on your characters?
Yeah, sure. I play Lizzie Chen Williams. We are related-ish in the show. She's just a bubbly, fun. We call her like the archetype is the happy-go-lucky orphan. So that's Lizzie.
I play a character called Ethan, who is a wannabe gangster who's definitely very terrible at his job, turned kind of romantic anti-hero, really, and very fortunate to play the uncle of Lizzie.
So I play Yaz Malik, the best Malik on Hollyoaks. No, actually, yeah. So my character is big, bold, sassy, just really fiery. She's always right, and she is always right.
Oh, I love it. And Lily, this is your first proper TV job.
Yeah.
Has it got to the point where you can't even go to your local Tesco's anymore because everyone knows who you are?
Well, ish. It'll be one of them where you're walking and someone goes, Hollyoaks, and you're like, oh. Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah, okay. You kind of forget. But, yeah, it's not been too bad. It's been okay. It's been loads of really nice, interactions, so that's been okay. That's
amazing.
Yeah.
And obviously, you guys work on screen and you have an amazing crew who work behind the scenes. If you weren't an actor, what job do you think you'd do?
Ooh.
And why?
Yeah.
Oh, you already know.
I think, yeah, I was saying this this morning when we arrived at the festival. I'd love to do directing. I'd really love to do that, yeah. I think more so because, obviously, you know, any job is a collaborative experience in TV anyway, but I think just the director's perspective on it is really fascinating for me, so I'd love to do that.
Yeah, no, I think the whole writing side of the things, I know you're on the same wavelength there. It's just such a spellbounding type thing for me, because I love just to see the creative process and the thoughts behind the writers, and then to see that come to life on screen, I think is really nice, especially when your ideas from the page go to the screen. So
Yeah, I'm both of them.
Yeah.
I think I'd love to direct. I think it looks so stressful, but very interesting. I'd love that seeing it and creating it, and the collaborating with the actors and the writers and crew and like everyone. I think that would be really nice. So I'd love to direct and I'd love to write. I love writing.
Well, never say never. We're all very multifaceted human beings.
Yes, of course.
So one day. I hear there's a pretty iconic character returning to Hollyoaks really soon. Can you tell us anything?
I'm not going to say a word.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. We're right here.
Fine. I tried. Well, I guess we'll all just have to tune in for that then. Yeah. Can we give a massive round of applause for Matthew, Lily and Haisha? Thank you. So, this is something I've been thinking about. Can TV change the world? In this TED Talk, I'm joking. Some of you this week have been doing your research and have spent the past 24 hours finding people's answer to that question. So let's see and find out.
Every year, Edinburgh is the go-to spot for all things television. We asked the attendees whether they knew what the theme was at this year's TV festival.
I don't know.
No.
The theme of the conference is... it doesn't have a theme.
No, I actually don't.
While people didn't seem too sure, TV has definitely had a major impact on their lives.
In the younger ages, TV was a distraction from life and what was going on, and I had quite a difficult upbringing, so TV was always a way of living vicariously through somebody else.
I come from a theatre background. I was a theatre director, and I moved into television directing. I was just interested in trying to find out how narrative works using a camera. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
I think that TV definitely opened, from being a young child, you come back from school, watch TV, and then it opened my mind to this whole new world that I would have never known about.
Oh, what programme? It's a big question. I would say, Fresh Prince would have been me growing up. That was something different, and each episode kind of had something from my life within it. So there's a big episode where Will meets his real dad. My dad left me when I was 8 months old, so things like that kind of always stick with you.
Yeah, the program that immediately springs to mind is Atlanta. It's changed my world in that I've never seen something as close to my lived experience dramatised on the TV.
The Cops, produced by Tony Garnett.
And why has it changed your world?
Because it was a Trojan horse, it was a cop show, but it was actually just an excuse to get on this estate and look at modern Britain of the time. It was revolutionary.
So a programme that stands out to me is One Born Every Minute, and it's so random, but I always wanted to have kids from a young age, and then when I started watching that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible.
Now I've been presenting Homes Under the Hammer for 8 years now, so I would imagine that's one of the TV programmes that's changed my life.
The TV show that had the biggest impact on my life was Abandon File, not just as a viewer who appreciated hearing stories from my communities and other communities that weren't normally represented, but also as an individual because I got to work on it as a young 19-year-old, and that's where my love for TV began, and here I am 30-something years later.
Amazing. I hope that changed your world. Hope that changed your world, because it certainly did mine. Now, are you ready for another game? Yes, we're just trying to keep the energy going, So we have a game called Two Truths and a Lie. Some of you may have heard of it, and so I've had a chat with some of the team, and they have some very, very wild stories. But whose is too good to be true? We're going to hear 3 interesting tales from some TV veterans, and your job is to suss out who is lying. Okay, can you do that? Yeah. Amazing. So please welcome Jay Patel, Ruth Mills, and Ellie Gorn.
I was briefed very professionally earlier.
I wasn't. Or I'm not very professional.
So tell us about just a little bit about yourself so we can just get a good understanding of who you are.
So I'm with Team Hollyoaks.
Woo!
And I'm a scriptwriter.
Amazing.
From Hollyoaks, and we've had a very, very fabulous time, I have to say. We've had a brilliant time with our wannabe scriptwriters and our actors putting stuff together for the past sort of day and a half, and it's been absolutely brilliant, and we've had a ball, have we not?
Yay! Amazing, thank you. Ruth?
I'm the talent schemes producer, so I'm looking after the network. And I'm also a freelance series producer, TV producer. I get around the block.
And I'm a unscripted development researcher in comedy.
Woo! Would you say that you guys have got a good poker face?
I don't know how to play poker. Never played it.
I'm excellent at lying.
Or have I?
You what, sorry?
I'm excellent at lying.
Are you?
Mother of 3, I can lie.
Okay, so this will be very, very interesting. Okay, so I'll start with you.
Okay,
Tell us your truth.
We have many, many families on our Hollyoaks village. One family is the Lomaxes. So my truth or lie is all the girls in the Lomax family are named after Doctor Who assistants. Is that true? Or is it a lie?
So named after Doctor Who assistants?
Yes.
Okay. What are those assistants' names?
Oh, well, I think that feels a bit... I want to know who the true fans are.
Okay, interesting.
I think somebody should know who the girls are. Shall I give you some names?
Well, if you're telling the truth, it should be easy.
Oh, okay. So we've got Perry. We've got Tegan. We've got Rose. And we've got one more that I can't remember. Leela.
Okay. Do we believe Jay?
I've got an honest face, surely.
Dunno. I'm watching you. Ruth, do you want to tell your truth or lie?
I do. I have worked on Love Island, and depending on how many drinks I get given, I've got many stories about that experience. But the one that's clean, that I can share, ish clean. So I was a senior producer on it, and we had to be really reactive to things going on. And I worked on Series 2, the best series ever. And Cara and Nathan won a task, and so we put them in the hideaway as their prize. And the hideaway is always just a bedroom, but so you have to make it look romantic. So me and the team went in for a last-minute zhuzh and a sprinkling of rose petals and condoms, and had to get out quickly. And the date started, and I realised I'd left my phone next to the bed, and it was in the room. So I had to wait for the shenanigans to finish, and I had to wait for them to fall asleep, and then I had to sneak in and get my phone out and get back out, and it's all caught on camera and on a server somewhere, I suspect, at ITV2. The shame.
Okay, what do we think? Do we think Ruth is telling the truth or is she lying? What's the nearest airport to the Love Island villa?
We were in Mallorca, so we used to fly into Palma, and then it was like an hour and a half drive down to San Jordi on the coast.
Okay. I was just trying to mess with her mind a little bit.
Just to keep things on brand.
Yeah.
It was there because production management decided that was the best place to be because you could fly contributors in and out quickly because it's only an hour and a half flight from Heathrow. So we could get new islanders in when no one fancied somebody, we'd get someone hot in.
Interesting. And what about you, Ellie?
So, probably in my first couple of weeks when I was working as an office runner at Studio Lambert, I was on the late shift, so I was locking up each floor. And, a bit of context to this, earlier in the day, this weird bloke had come in looking for someone called Marta. And I was new, but I was like, I don't think anyone here is called Marta. But anyway, kind of didn't really think anything of it. He went away, and so I'm looking up each floor, going up, because there's 4 floors. And then there was this weird guy still in the floor, and I was like, oh my God. He's got in, and he is just walking around the floor. So I went up to my other office runner. I was like, I think he's like doing something weird. You go down and check it out, and I'll just stay here and like look after reception to check no one else comes in. So he goes down, and he's like taking a long time. So I go back down and see if he's okay. And he's like, yeah, it's him. He's like running up the stairs, and he's like, he's threatened me with a knife, and he's like, leave me alone. And then he locked himself on that floor, and then he was like breaking into the little like pedalo thing. And the police were called, and we had to give a description. And yeah, in the end, he didn't take anything. It was just like iPhone boxes, but it was very, very scary.
Oh, it feels really descriptive. Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Okay. I feel like someone's still deciding. I can hear a long, Okay, fine. Okay. So, who do you think is the liar here? I'm going to ask the best liar to step forward. Whoever's lying.
Went in that villa, it was grubby. Stayed in the little diary room bit, yeah, didn't go in there.
I really believed you. You're such a good liar. You were really good.
Never trust me.
Well, can we give it up for Jay, Ruth, and Ellie? They were so good. Thank you so much. Weren't they great? So good. So, have we enjoyed the show so far? Yeah? I just realised I was meant to give you some sweets, some Percy Pigs, but they're on their way. So not all of us have been producing a Future Award-winning professional live show this week. As we heard before the show, some of you have been developing brand new TV show big hits. Those of you who did not witness the development pictures an hour ago and want to hear more about the future of TV, let's have a look. So, here we go. First up, we have Love at First Fright, a spooky take on your regular dating show where new couples are confronted with their worst fears. It gives me the shivers just thinking about it. We also have Cheap Date, a show about finding love on a budget. How can you organise the most romantic date with just a tenner? That's so cheap, like I wouldn't even show up. But this could be the show for you. Also, we have What the Heart Wants. What happens when you take one single lady in a country home with 5 handsome bachelors? The best new romantic reality show on TV. And last, and definitely not least, we have Enemies to Lovers, the potential presenting debut for Love Island sweethearts Ekin-Su and Davide. In this show, they pair up young singletons living in an Italian villa with their enemies. Will there be sparks or will there be a disaster? Oh, and have you heard the news? A little birdie told me what's going to be topping the TV ratings in 12 months' time. I can reveal that the winner of the network pitches is Enemies to Lovers. Where are they? Amazing. Please, everybody, let's stand up for Enemies to Lovers. Maybe they're potentially coming. Okay. Let's go. Well, do you know what? Enemies to Lovers just got a really big applause. So it's fine. It's TV. Have you guys had a good time? Yeah. Okay. I've had a really, really good time up here, and what a time. We've had some incredible advice and insight into the world of TV, and we've seen the future of TV live at work. Let's have another round of applause for everyone working backstage, behind the cameras, on the sound desk, in the gallery. It's amazing. And I promise your Percy Pigs are on their way. They're vegan and gluten-free, because I know how people get down these days. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the festival. I've been Jackie. Thank you for joining me, and have a good festival!